Have you ever come across the idea that reason and emotion are opposed to one another? That they are two completely separate things struggling for control of your actions? Or that being rational always means being cold and unfeeling, and that being emotional always means being impulsive and unthinking? These ideas have been popular since ancient times, but they all get it completely wrong. Let's explore the relationship between reason and emotion to find out more. As we saw in our video on reason, reasoning just means trying to achieve your goals. Go and check that video out if you haven't seen it already, then come back to this one. As we also learned in that video, you can ultimately have only one terminal goal, the goal that all your other goals are instrumental to. And that terminal goal is probably something like living a long and happy life. And happiness is an emotional state. It's not one specific sensation, like the feeling you get when you eat some really nice cake. Instead, it means any positive emotional state. In other words, anything that feels good to you at a particular time. Unhappiness is the opposite of this. It's anything that makes you feel bad, that you want to avoid. It's any negative emotional state. And being happy and avoiding being unhappy is the only thing that people reliably want that's not instrumental to anything else. It's the only thing that could really be a terminal goal for individual people. So you can't have reason without emotion. Reasoning means achieving your goals, and your goals all boil down to having a positive emotional state. Reason is not opposed to emotion at all. Reason means trying to achieve good emotions. So why does it sometimes seem as if emotion is trying to make us do something that we know rationally we shouldn't do? The answer is time. The real struggle is not between reason and emotion, but between short-term and long-term goals. And those goals, even the long-term ones, are ultimately about how you feel. How does this work? Sometimes you feel like doing something, even though you know that doing it would make things worse for you in the long run. For example, you might feel like playing video games instead of studying for an important exam. Playing video games would make you happier in the short term than studying. But if you fail the exam, you might be less successful in life and be much less happy in the long term. The same thing can happen sometimes with beliefs. Sometimes people feel like they should believe something, whether it's true or not. They might feel really bad if they decide not to believe it, or if other people question that belief and show them reasons to doubt that it's true. But ultimately, believing the truth is a convergent instrumental goal. Although it might make you feel bad right now to stop believing something that you feel strongly about, you'll probably be better off in the long term if you make yourself believe whatever is actually most likely to be true. In other words, you will have more good emotions over your life in the long term by believing what's true, even if in the short term, giving up a particular belief feels bad. So, you don't have to be unemotional to be rational. Indeed, you can only be rational if you have emotions. And being rational doesn't mean being cold or unfeeling. But sometimes you have to override your short-term feelings to achieve better feelings for you over the long term. That's not being unemotional. That's just being better at being emotional. And the fact that emotions are important doesn't mean you should be less rational. In fact, it means precisely the opposite. If you like this video, check out our other videos on critical thinking and liberal values. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one.